We continue our coverage remembering the life of fallen officer Joshua Iyer. The funeral service wrapped up within the last few moments. Fox 8's Caroline Boyer took in the funeral. She was there inside the church. Caroline, it was an incredibly emotional experience for us back here at the Fox 8 studios, and I can only imagine how tough it was to listen to everyone talk about Officer Iyer within that church.
Madison, we heard from so many of his friends and colleagues who just shared how wonderful of a person he is. They said he would give you the shirt off of his back before you even got through asking with it. And he was a very serious and hardworking officer. We also learned at the funeral today that he wasn't even scheduled to work on Monday when this shooting happened. He had a family commitment later this week. He decided to come in and get a few extra hours. And then that shooting happened and he ran toward that gunfire and died a hero. We got to hear from Police Chief Johnny Jennings, several of Iyer's colleagues, and there was not a dry eye in the house when his wife Ashley got up there to speak. She talked about how she never doubted that he loved her and how much he loved her. She says of all the accolades and the titles he has, the most important one to him was dad to his young son, Andrew. Take a listen here to part of her tribute.
His real legacy, as many of you have already pointed out, is back there, playing, doing whatever he's doing. Andrew Brian Iyer will be Joshua's legacy because, again, as you've said, being a father was undoubtedly his most cherished role.
And Ashley says she hopes the hundreds of law enforcement officers who were in this room today will remind his young son the hero that he was. We'll have live coverage coming up in our evening shows to tell you more about Officer Iyer. For now, live in Charlotte, Caroline Boyer, Fox 8 News.
Caroline, thank you. And Fox 8's Elijah Skipper, he was also there outside of the church in Charlotte watching the processional, and he joins us live now. Elijah, you have reported about some of the support and some of the officers from across the state that are there to support not just Joshua Iyer's family, but also the entire Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department.
Yeah, people are continuing to file outside that church now. It's been a very emotional display. You know, these officers getting ready to take off. They held a salute for nearly 10 minutes as they exited that church. But this all began with a very powerful display this morning. Before the processional march, we saw North Carolina Trooper Association caisson crews prep those horses and the buggy that carried the body of Officer Ayers. The team, made up of state troopers, is one of only 3 across the country that provides this special honor. Members of the Charlotte Fire Department Pipe and Drum Band, as well as other pipe groups from South Carolina, Virginia, and Georgia, played as hundreds of law enforcement walked together towards First Baptist Church. Thousands of people lined Davidson Street to show their respect. Over 10 different law enforcement agencies are helping with traffic control and closed off these roads so things could run smoothly. They say it takes a lot of pride in what they do, but it's not for themselves.
I mean, you think about it from your family's perspective. They've just lost a member of their family, and then they come out and see this overwhelming support from agencies that may not have never known their loved one. Just knowing that that brotherhood's such a tight thing, it's just a great experience.
In one of the most powerful displays of today, 4 Charlotte police helicopters flew overhead as they were bringing the body of Officer Iyer inside that building, signifying those officers that had fallen. In Charlotte, Elijah Skipper, Fox 8 News.